Welcome back to week 2 of the implementation program. Some great results from last week already. I already have some early info back, and some of you are doing brilliantly in implementing some of this stuff. So well done, congratulations. For those of you that are struggling, keep working at it, okay? Change takes a little bit of time. What I'd like you to work on this week, we're going to keep drinking the water, so that's good quality, okay? The right amount for you in regards to whether you've got to drink 2.5 litres or 3 litres. Keep working on that, trying to drink that amount, okay? And thinking about the good quality glass water where you're going to be drinking out of is important too. Other factors that I want you to keep being aware of this week are obviously the chewing, relaxing, breathing into your stomach and sitting while you're eating. We're still working on really important. We know that it doesn't matter what you eat. If you're not doing that while you're eating, then it's probably going to, chances are you're not going to be able to digest it. It's going to be making you fat, going to be not making you healthy. So, got to keep working on that. And I actually want you to keep telling everyone what you're doing. Okay, keep telling your friends and your family what you're doing. It's going to help you commit to the process, and it's going to enable them to be able to help you make the change as well. Now, this week, the main things that I want you to work on are going to be looking at your eating and how much you eat and when you're eating it. So there's a View Me file. I want you to go ahead and view that when you get this email, and view that file. That's just going to give you a visual image of why you need to do this. And then we're going to look at things like, I want you to have a bigger breakfast. And what that might mean you're going to have another course perhaps. You know, I have a 2-course breakfast. It might mean you want another course for breakfast. I want you to have a bigger lunch. And when I mean a bigger lunch, ideally I want you to have a dinner-sized lunch. And then when it comes to dinner, I want you to have a smaller dinner, okay? Like we spoke about on the course, we don't want you storing that energy at night. We want you having the energy when you need it during the day. So a smaller dinner, something like a lunch-sized dinner is perfect. Another thing I want you to do this week is look at buying some nuts and fruits for snacks. Okay, now if you're more of a protein type, you're probably just going to be into the nuts. But if you're a mixed or a carbohydrate type person, you're going to be just some fruit perhaps. And I'd like you to leave that in places where you're likely to be hungry. If you've got a bag you carry around with you, put some in your bag so you've always got them with you. Or put them in your car. So if you're in your car a lot with your job, you've always got a snack on hand in the car that you can go ahead and eat when you get hungry. So you're not tempted by the bakery when you drive past for those pure simple carbohydrates. The next thing I want you to work on this week is if you scored 3 or less on section A of the health assessment questionnaire, that was the complicated questionnaire you filled out before coming to my course. That was the first section. If you scored 3 or less, you don't need to worry about that. But if you have more than 3, you need to have half a lemon juice in hot water. Okay? So if you've got 3 or less, it means your system's okay. Now, your stomach's really important. As we spoke about, that's where you break down the food. Okay? And so if you haven't got enough acid, you're not going to break down the food, which means you're not going to be able to digest it, and we've got a whole bunch of problems from that. So go ahead and have half a lemon juice in hot water. First thing in the morning before breakfast is the best time. It helps support your stomach acid, okay, help you break down the food a little bit better. Also this week I want you to keep working on your metabolic type. I've sent you some foods that are suited for different metabolic types. For example, if you're a protein type or an Eskimo, then you're going to do better running on more protein foods. Organ meats, in fact, you're going to run really well. I run really well on organ meats. Give me lamb liver for lunch, and I've got great energy all afternoon. Don't get hungry. Okay? You need to know those things. So there's some forms there that you're going to be sent. Print the ones that apply for you, and have a look at them and start using them. This week, I also want you to cut your caffeine use in half. Okay? So if you usually have 4 coffees a day, I want you this week to go down to 2 coffees a day. It's going to be really important for your sleep and some of those other factors there that we know are so important. Going to also get you to start looking at only having alcohol on weekends. Alcohol's on weekends only. And then only 5 drinks, okay? 5 drinks a week should be plenty. So no alcohol during the week, and then on the weekends you're just going to have 5 drinks. Okay, let's give that a try, see how you do that. Now also this week I want you to assess your all and we relationships, and if you're putting too much into the all and we relationships, I want you to go ahead and put your foot down, start picking your own fingers, okay, and start working on more I, okay. Get yourself right first, and then you're going to be better to help the ones you love, and you're going to be better to help everybody else. So I want you to start working on more I relationships. I want you to write down the top ideal life goals that you have. So the top 3 things that you want in your life, or you will have in your life when your life is ideal. I want you to write them down, and I want you to write them on pieces of paper and put them in 3 places. You know, maybe like the bathroom mirror, the refrigerator door, and the workstation. Okay, so that you keep seeing those things, because they're going to be the big motivation for you to not drink. They're going to be the big motivation for you to cut your caffeine down. They're going to be a big motivation for you to have a bigger breakfast and have a smaller dinner. Okay, so you've got to keep those things in your mind. Those are the things you want in your life. They're the things that are going to motivate you for your life. So that's what we're looking for there. And when you've done that, I want you to take one action that leads to your ideal life. It could be something simple like just calling somebody on the phone or investigating or researching a particular thing that you want in your life. That's fine. You've got to take one action so you can experience success this week in moving towards your ideal life. I also want you to write and think about what you have learned about your body this week. Okay, just be aware. What have you learned about your body from drinking more water? Just think about that. What have you learned? I've had people who already email me who've struggled with constipation. They've already emailed me and said, it's no longer a problem now drinking this much water. Fantastic. What have you learned about your body this week from what you've done, from the changes you've made? And then what I want you to do is update your owner's manual. Okay, so update your owner's manual in regards to what you've learned, because this is information that you need to know, and you need to look back and reference this information as to what works for you. And as we go through the course with metabolic typing for this 12 weeks, you're going to be able to figure out all these things, and so you're going to build up your owner's manual that works for you. Okay, so good luck this week. Have fun. Enjoy your bigger breakfasts. Enjoy your bigger lunches, and have fun. Good talking to you.